Club Calvi is celebrating the local authors shortlisted for the 2025 Booker Prize for Outstanding Fiction. 6 novels made the list. 3 of them are by writers who live in New York. And Susan Choi is one of them for her book, Flashlight. It's about a family who suffers a mysterious loss and how it affects their lives for years. And Susan Choi joins us now. Welcome and congratulations. How does it feel to make the Booker Prize shortlist?
I mean, it's wonderful. It's really, it's thrilling. I'm very excited.
And Susan, Flashlight opens with a young girl and her father walking on a beach in Japan. And hours later, the daughter is found, but the father is presumed to have drowned. Tell us about the rest of the story.
Well, I can't tell you about the rest of the story because I'll spoil it for readers, but no, I'm kidding. The rest of the story really follows Louisa forward into the rest of her life and back to the United States, where she's coping with the very unexpected and traumatic loss of her father. All is not as it seems, and we follow her as she eventually discovers this.
And Susan, you lived in Japan as a girl. How much of your life is in this book?
A little. I lived in Japan for a very short time. I was a Midwestern kid who got to spend, 7 or 8 months in Japan when she was little. It made a big impression. I had never been out of the country before. So I think Japan in the late 1970s, which is what I experienced, haunted me. And I always wanted to write a story set there. This story is not autobiographical, but the inspiration or the impetus to write it did come out of that childhood experience of mine.
And you've talked about the amount of research you did. How did it impact your story?
I mean, the research threatened to sometimes be the only thing that I did. I love doing research, and I can let it run away with itself and not do the writing. So I did a lot of research and forced myself to stop and do some storytelling. But as the story progressed, more research, I can call them opportunities, but they were really like holes in the story would arise. So the research was intense, but really very fascinating for me. It's kind of a treat.
Well, you teach writing seminars at Johns Hopkins University. Could you share some advice for aspiring authors?
It's the advice that I always share with my students and that I wish I would take myself, which is that writing every day is very helpful. Doesn't matter if it's good. It doesn't matter if it's connected to what you wrote the day before. It doesn't matter if it makes any sense. Just work that muscle. Write for 15 minutes, write for an hour if you can. My life would be transformed if I could follow this rule myself, but it really does. In the times of my life that I'm able to write daily, it's amazing.
All right. Well, Susan Choi, we wish you the best and congratulations again.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here. Thanks.
Well, the Booker Prize winner will be announced in November.